And I'd like us to just touch on briefly the Business and Employment Assistance Program, a solution to the rise of unemployment in this country. You're speaking for the YEA.
Yes.
What are your initial thoughts about this?
Yes, so what happened was that we created what we call the Job Center in 2019 because Youth Employment Agency started as a program. It became JIDA. Then now Youth Employment Agency with these two legislative instruments and an act of parliament. So we've been dealing with state agencies for a longer time. The only private involvement has been the Zoom Lion case that we have. So in 2019, we decided to really move in and collaborate with the private sector to be able to really work efficiently, because our mandate is for us to develop models, coordinate, and facilitate for the youth of this country to get employment opportunities.
So one of the new models is this one?
Yes. So this one, with the Job Center, they give us people. We have connected about 20,000 people with the Job Center to private sector employment. But a lot of the private sector people will tell you that, employ for us, why not supplement something for us? Pay some of the salaries for us so that at least we're able to expand and take a lot more people. So we did consultations. We had a meeting in Accra with Ghana Employers Association, Private Enterprises Federation, and all the agencies or the stakeholders in these employment opportunities that they give out to people. So after we did that in Accra, we went to Takoradi, we went to Koforidua, then Kumasi. We finished everything, then we felt that we should be able to support every private sector institution that is ready to go to with our what we have really lined up. What we're saying is
that...
Yes.
Has the YEA been successful in solving the problem of youth unemployment?
Yes. You see, unemployment cannot really be solved. It can only be controlled, because every day people are churned out from the universities.
Has the YEA been successful in controlling youth unemployment?
We have been successful in implementing our core mandate, because for the past...
Which is?
That we should coordinate, facilitate for the youth to get employment opportunities for in this country.
And have you been successful at doing that?
Yes, we've been successful, and we're currently moving on, doing a lot of work. We've given more than close to 200,000 people employment opportunities for the last 1 year. And we foresee that even this one, the Business Employment and Assistance Program, should be able to give at least 20 to 30,000 employment opportunities to the youth.
We have only 3 minutes to go, so I feel like I shouldn't ask too many follow-up questions. Okay. But let me come to you, Bernard, and I'll come to you, Malik.
Okay. Well, sometimes we create institutions and we have problems. What is the work of the Public Services Commission, for instance? It is supposed to ensure that the public services are employed and that persons who require jobs will get their jobs. Now, we create extra bureaucracies, as we have done with the National Youth Authority. We have the Youth Employment Agency, and they are supposed to do the same thing. You recall that when NAPCO was being created, I was one of the people that insisted that the jobs that NAPCO is going to do, the Youth Employment Agency was already tackling them. So if you wanted to do anything, just expand the mandate of the Youth Employment Agency so that they can do and execute that mandate. Unfortunately, we will not listen, and then NAPCO has run into a ditch with people not paid for almost 12 months now. Currently, every opportunity to provide jobs for the teeming unemployed youth of our country is welcome. But you see, it is not that government is creating jobs. Government is opening up and say, private sector, employ these people, give them training. And so we are coming to give payment for what you are going to offer them. Yes, some of them may be beneficial, because if you are an engineer, a mechanical engineer, and then you finish your school, you need practical training, which practical training may not be available at your institution of learning. And so if you come and then you go to magazine or Igbe town and then they recruit you, then you can have the hands-on to apply what you have learned in school there. And then the government decide that let's use the YEA to do the payment so that you can then acquire the knowledge and the practical.
So you think this new program is not necessary?
I think that, well, no, to the extent that they are linking it to industry sector players.
It's a step in the
provided
right
that
direction.
it is not going to be linked to only party boys and girls, and is going to open up people to that extent. I think that, look, it's a welcoming idea.
It's a welcoming idea. Malik?
They said they had employed 100,000 people under NAPCO. What happened to the policy? They said they employed 20,000 people under agric extension work. What happened to the policy? They said they had brought back the allowances for teacher trainee and nursing trainee. What happened to those allowances? In fact, national service people, recently, they just told us they had paid them, people who have ended service. They are now going to pay them from January to May. So if such people come again to tell you they are creating 20,000, when they have finished employing their own family and friends in judicious positions. Look, for the first time, the president appointed his own daughter on the Creative Arts Board, public service. The former senior minister appointed his two sons. In fact, Alhaji Baumia appointed the wife's father as ambassador, the wife's brother, Abu Ramadan, as NADMO boss, their own sister, Larba, as NDA boss.
What are your thoughts on the Business and Employment Assistance Program? That's what I'm asking you about.
The juicy positions in government were given to their family and friends, and they come and tell you and I that 20,000 or whatever, what was the number, is going to solve unemployment. Let me teach them proper jobs that were created under us. Terminal 3 was built. People were employed.
How many?
Over 1,000, 2,000 people were employed in Terminal 3. Working
work?
today. Cleaners, drivers, security, whatever.
1,000.
They are still working today. Rage Hospital was expanded. New people were recruited. We have cleaners, watchmen, nurses. It is still working today.
Do you think that the Business and Employment
Can you
Assistance
control this, your panelists? He's jittery.
I'm not happy with our boss today.
Why are you behaving like a witch surrounded the Holy Ghost fire?
Have you counted the people at Terminal 3? I haven't counted the number of people at Terminal 3.
What kind of jittery,
So
low
just allow
level
him to
behavior
make
is this? I mean, you sit and you're acting like a witch surrounded by Holy Ghost fire. Listen, I've been telling you, you don't learn. That's why
These
you
are
do
rehash of what you
we
have
have
already
created. We created jobs.
said
We
these
created the
phrases
Ghana
for a
gas.
longer time.
Did the Ghana gas recruit
Malik.
people or not?
Malik,
Yes.
the Business and Employment Assistance Program.
It's a good thing. So
Do you
he
think
cannot-
it's a
he
step in
cannot
the right
bastardize it.
direction?
I have told you that. The people who are speaking about
So you don't
business
think
and
so?
employment
Okay. All right.
program are people who promised us jobs in the past. Now I'm telling you them how to create jobs. Aside all these things President Mahama brought, he has promised to bring a 24-hour economy. Those are the jobs
promise not
the
to promise
Ghanaian people
again.
are waiting for. And not this, they've
right.
created business.
Time
They
is
don't
up.
even understand their own
Time
policy
is
they
up.
have created.
Time
When you
is up.
asked him, he
Time
was
is up.
fumbling his own policy.
Time is up.
And then you allowed him to
Thank you,
interject
Malik.
too much. This
Thank you,
attitude,
Malik. Thank you, Awa.
this jittery attitude
thank
should
you,
stop.
Bernard.
Now, today she has done 2 topics.
Yes, I've done 2 topics. And
Yes.
I was even going to read some
And then
messages.
the
But
interjections.
Malik was talking too much. But thank you so
Now,
much.
so you didn't see the
Thank you so much,
interjections. You
gentlemen.
didn't see the interjections.
You also
I did and I
interjected.
told
He
him.
also
I
interjected.
did and I told him.
Too
And
many.
I told him.
interjected when I was
You
talking.
people have
All
to
right.
always do orientation
all
to
right.
panelists.
I
We
think,
forget.
I
All
think
right.
that you have to recompose your panelists.
No.
Because
The
you come and
only
then-
well-behaved person here today has been Bernard
I
Mona.
have always been.
Oh,
Awal
so
and Malik,
I have
yes,
I didn't
the
interject you.
two
Because I
of
don't
you
interject
have been
you.
shouting across.
It
Have I
doesn't
interjected
matter the
someone?
level of
Hey.
provocation.
Hey,
And much as
Awal
much
was
as
interjecting
the
me.
level of-
much,
You didn't
much,
see that.
much as I would
Or-
like to say that you
or you
compose
keep the
yourself,
MP
Malik, you
pen.
allowed Awal to
I don't
corrupt
have
you
a
today.
problem.
He was interjecting me.
So I'll read a
Take-
few
take
comments
note
coming
that
in.
Awal has given me an
MPP
MPP
pen.
An MPP pen. All right.
What it means that he has handed over MPP president.
All right. Well, let me read some messages coming in on our Facebook feed. A lot of people have been very unhappy with you today, Awal, for interjecting so
disappointing.
much. All right. And
I mean,
and for
you
some
need-
reason, I've
you
also
need to
suffered
do-
of some
you
of
need
it
to
because
do
they say that
orientation.
I am not I'm not putting Awal in order, even though I tried.
Just
Awal was
stand in
still
the panel,
talking,
gig.
was still talking out of
Why?
10. Anyway,
Why?
all right.
him to
Now
lie.
please let Malik rather know
allow
that
you lie.
he's confused. The speaker was referring to the office of the special prosecutor and not to the special prosecutor in person. Awal is also referring to the special prosecutor as a person and not his office. Malik does not understand. Martin Amidu's reports also stated that Mahama,
It's the government official one.
Anyway.
Oh, you don't read that.
yes, I will not read all of it. All right.
It's the verdict passed by the
They are trying to speak about the management of corruption. That's what she's
Verdict
saying.
Hello, now.
We
Please
are
help.
here to read
Please
it.
help Awal to calm down. Maybe he's not happy with the economy himself. All right.
Not happy, he's not happy. He hasn't been treated well.
John Mahama builds the University of Ghana
not.
Medical Center. All right.
Yes, one bag and one sugar.
Yeah, I'm just okay with that.
All right. Final message. Now, please tell the gentlemen that we want to hear what they are saying And so they should please calm down for each other to speak.
not admit
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming in today. This has been a big issue on TV3 New Day. Now, more information about Christmas. Christmas is just 12 days away, so I'm wishing all of you a Merry Christmas in advance, and I hope that you feel Christmas. I hope that you feel Christmas in the air.
I didn't even know that.
Let's not make this a political discussion.
Apparently,
Let's
you
not
know
make this a
that
political
yesterday
discussion.
is my firstborn's birthday.
Okay, how old is
19.
he? 19.
And then-
Wow, you're a big man, though. You're a grown man.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a kid.
How old are you?
I'm
Awal is older than him.
You're 52.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awal is older than him.
I see. But Awal is older
older
than you.
than
Yeah, bye.